Okay, so I'm going to take a look at a couple of these examples on the Explore task, the written responses, just to kind of see, like, step you through on the responses. What are good ones? Where do they get the points? Where do they lose the points? And so I'm going to be referring to, let's see, I think that rubric is in here. I posted this in Otis, but we'll be referring to this scoring guidelines. Okay, so you'll see in the where we have the thing that they scored, it'll refer to row 1, row 2, row 3. So then you can look there and see where they earned the points and where they didn't. Then you also can, let me zoom this in a little bit. Okay, the other good part on the rubric here is it clarifies, do not award a point if any of the following is true. And this is the actual rubric that the judge will be using. Okay, and the scoring notes, those are notes that they added to the judges last year when they were scoring it. These were additional notes that they made in addition to the rubric that was developed. Okay, so let's take a look. All right, wait, I'm going to have to open another window here because I want to have, I'll tell you what, let me download this and then we'll pull it up so that on this window I can go back to the things. Oops, too far back. Okay, so again, we're on the exam page down at the bottom. All right, so let's just look at the first one, all right, which we saw this in the, if you watch the other video that just focuses on the artifacts. So here's this again, very visual, okay, and then, so let's look and see the responses and look at how they were scored in there. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is something new that they're doing in these examples, but this clipping the artifact into the response document is not a requirement on there because it'll be uploaded separately in the digital portfolio. All right, so this first thing it wants oh, let me, hang on, sorry about this, let me pull up one more thing to refer to, which is the prompts, because the prompts are not in the document. Here we go. All right, so this is that other document that I kind of went through with you. And let's go to our, here we go. Make that a little bigger. All right, so here we're naming the innovation, describing its purpose and function, and how your artifact illustrates one of those things. Okay, so now let's go to the responses for that one. Okay, all right, so here you can see, all right, okay, so they talk about what it is, functions by detecting video, which I'm not going to read these to you, but you can pause it if you need to read it a little more. I'll just kind of point out some things that were done. So here, when we talked about doing the online citation or inline citations, that's what these numbers here are, because you'll see that, right, is going to correspond to, they should have in part E, the bibliography. So see, there you go. So that's an example of inline citations, which they want you to do. So we're going to go back up. All right, and then, so they talk about the purpose, right? So the function, right? Let's look at the difference between function and purpose. Function is, how it works. So it detects the face or an image or video that is matched with known faces in a database for identification. And then it says the purpose, so that's what do we use it for? It's to identify individuals which may be used for security measures catching crime. Okay, then down here, what does it, the artifact, which of those does it describe? And it says, it shows how it captures images, identifies faces, and compares these. So the function, it's working on the function. So here you're going to describe your development process, right? So this person used Google Drawings to do the background and text, pulled images off of Google Images, copied and pasted these images from the original articles to the Google Images document, cited these images with numbers in brackets. Okay. Oh, I didn't notice that they did. Oh, yeah, they did. Okay. The citations were on there. I didn't remember noticing that. Where was that? Yes. Okay. So that's a nice way to do that. And again, you want to just make sure you make it clear what was your original stuff and what, like if you got images from somewhere else. Okay. But this was a really good job. Very nice, straight to the point. You know, if I were trying to duplicate what he did, his instructions are good enough that I could do that. All right. Now this is the one on beneficial effect and harmful effect. So beneficial effect on society is lowering retail crime rates. All right, and tells how. Okay. Then harmful effect is misidentifying tendencies, and then mentions that more often they misidentify people of color and can lead to extreme consequences because it's used by law enforcement. Okay, so making the point there. Then, all right, data. The data it consumes are pictures and videos. All right. Then again, telling how what it's doing with the data in there. Okay. And then data privacy concern is tracking of humans, invasion of privacy would be prohibited. Talking about with facial recognition that privacy is not protected. All right. And then there again, there's their bibliography for their inline citations. All right, so let's go to the other document. Is this the scoring? I think this was the right one. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so as we can see, sample A, that person scored the point for every single thing. Okay, so that's a really good example on there. And so that these videos do not get to be too long, I'm just going to do them one at a time. The other thing to notice in this document, right, is it tells you why. Like if it got the point or if it didn't get the point, it's going to explain to you why. And so these are good things to look at as well.